Hi, I'm Jen with APS EdTech, and I'm here with a quick tip about using guided access on an iPad. Let's go check it out. Okay, let's learn how to use guided access. It's really easy to turn on. All you have to do is go to your settings, go to accessibility, scroll down to guided access. You'll see here on my iPad, guided access is on. If guided access is off, it will look like this. Simply toggle it on. Click your passcode settings, set guided access passcode, put in your passcode. Don't tell your students what your passcode is or let them see you put it in. Now you're ready to use guided access. So when you're in Safari, for example, and you want your students to stay on National Geographic Kids, let's say you're studying mammals and you have them in their mammals website and you want them to stay here, you can triple click the home button if you have an older iPad. If you have a newer generation iPad, you'll triple click the top button on your iPad. You'll see a pop-up say that guided access has been started. You'll notice on my screen I had previously started guided access, and you can see that gray square at the very top of my screen. That was a circle that I drew around to block kids from changing or going back once they were in a website. If I want to change what that looks like, I'm going to triple click guided access, put in my passcode. The screen will come up here like this, and now you'll see that that's where the square that I had drawn originally around my website. If you want to change the way your square looks, you can just delete the square or circle by clicking on the X. And then to draw a new square around areas where you don't want your students to go, just simply draw the circle in the area that you don't want them to be. And then it will create the square. You can resize the square by moving the circles to make it bigger or smaller. Then I'm going to go ahead and click resume. Now you'll see that the gray square is blocking off the top portion of my website. So students will be able to click on things, but they're not going to be able to open new tabs or get off of this web page that they're already in, unless they use a different method. Again, I'm going to turn off my guided access by clicking the top button on a new iPad or the home button on an older iPad. Put in my passcode to turn it off. I'm going to X out so that I don't inadvertently start it next time I get in there. Then I'm going to click end. Pop-up will say guided access is ended, and you've ended your guided access. If you want to keep your students inside of an application using guided access, you can do that as well. So you'll select an application prior to getting your students into it that you want them to be in, or have your students go to that application. So in this case, I'm going to select 3D calculator, and I want them to stay in here. So I'm going to go ahead and triple click my home button again. I'll get my screen that says guided access has begun. I'll hit start. So now I can't get out of this app. And you'll notice that when I do click the home button to try to get out of the app, that pop-up at the top happens and says guided access is enabled. So your students will be locked into the app that you have them in. Now, if your students get knowledgeable about what you're doing, they're going to try to put in the code. So this is why it's important not to let them see the code. So let's say they're trying to figure out your code and they put in the wrong code. The cool thing about when they put in the wrong code is it will not allow them to try to put in another code for a certain period of time. And if they keep trying to put in the wrong code repeatedly, it'll just keep extending the time. So you'll see here, if I do in the wrong code again, now I'm at 60 seconds. So I need to wait a full 60 seconds before trying to put in the right code if you want to turn off guided access. To end guided access, triple click the home button. Enter your passcode. Select end to end guided access. And that's it. You've ended guided access. Students are free to move about their iPads. I hope this quick tip was helpful. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like and subscribe.